One man and one man only. And no, it is not Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who I mentioned last game, because technically he homered. He just got stolen by the outfielder in left field of the Washington Nationals. So, I was unfortunate. I'm sure he'll hit a home run soon, but it's been since August 8th. One man in particular, Brad Hand. Pack your bags and get off the Blue Jays. I am sorry. No, you know what? I'm not sorry. I'm not going to sit down here and pretend like I don't despise this player. And I understand. He's played 4 games with the Blue Jays. I understand that. This guy has been nothing but a troublemaker for the Blue Jays. Name me one person that would say, okay, Adam Simber walked a batter and allowed a base hit. So to pitch against, my apologies, against the best player on the Washington Nationals, Juan Soto, we're going to go ahead and put Brad Hand. No! Who on their absolute godforsaken mind would put Brad Hand, who has been the worst pitcher for the Blue Jays this entire season, against one of the hottest major league batters in the entire MLB? Who would do that? I can't fathom that, man. And this is my issue with Charlie Montoya. Yes, he is an absolute great coach for the young kids. Bichette, Kevin Biggio, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr., they've all blossomed into really good players. However, when it comes to pitchers, when it comes to leaving his starters for multiple innings, when it comes to putting or knowing when to take off or to bring in certain starters and bullpen players, he is awful, atrocious. He is the worst in the major leagues, possibly, when that comes down. He is a old school coach. I understand he goes by old school rules. If the pitcher's not doing well, yank him out and get a new guy in. But that's not always the best thing. The Blue Jays have one of the worst bullpen percentages in the entire major league. And that's not good, knowing they want to be a playoff team. Most playoff teams have a pretty solid bullpen, don't they? Not this one. And right now, let me tell you, we're not on a playoff spot. But what is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Carcel. Welcome back to the video. The Toronto Blue Jays lose 8-5 to the Washington Nationals. Doesn't that sound like a familiar score? Yeah, because we lost 12-9 the last game. Literally, another 3-run difference. And what do you know? We get 3 runs to make a comeback, and we give up 4 runs in the exact same bottom of the inning against the Nationals. Bottom of the first, Juan Soto. Homers to left, straight out of here on a 2-0 count. Robles scores. Escobar scores. Juan Soto scores a 3-run shot by Juan Soto, one of the most dangerous bats in the league. It's 3-0. Top of the second, Teoscar. Homers out of here, Teoscar Hernandez. Homers to left on a 2-2 count. A 1-run shot by Teoscar Hernandez, one of the most lethal batters in the league right now. Teoscar is doing bits in the league. Then, top of the third, Marcus Semien. Homers out of here to left on a 2-0 count. Marcus Semien with a solo shot. And that makes it a 1-run ball game. Bottom of the sixth, though, Zimmerman singles to center. Kieboom scores on the play. And that makes it 4-2 for the Washington Nationals, where the Blue Jays in the top of the seventh would make it interesting. My favorite player right now on the Blue Jays hitting lineup, Corey Dickerson. Gets that ball out of here in a hurry. Homers to right on the first pitch. Randall Grichuk scores. Bang! The Blue Jays tie at 4. Huge home run by Corey Dickerson. Right after him, Marcus Semien. Homers out of here to left on the first pitch. 2 pitches in a row. The Jays take the lead. And then they destroy all my hopes and dreams with an easy homer from Ball. Straight out of here by Josh Bell. Out of here to center on an 0-1 count. Escobar scores, Soto scores, and Josh Bell scores a 3-run shot. And then Kieboom would homer right after to left on the first pitch. It was 7-5, and then they made it 8-5, which made it pretty much out of reach. Brad Hand, 0-2 on the season now. He pitched half an inning, 3 earned runs, no strikeouts, 1 base on ball. it speaks for itself. Mason Thompson, 1-1 of the season, pitched half an inning. He had a strikeout. That's not bad. And Kyle Finnegan actually got his 4th save of the season for the Washington Nationals. Good thing about the Nationals, they have a very good bullpen, which is very good to know for the Nationals in the future. You know, you got a solid bullpen who's going to stick around for a while. Your starters you need to work on, but that's going to come over time. And man, Josiah Gray, he had a phenomenal game. I think they really did a good job in that Yasiel Puig trade. That's really going to pay off for the Nationals. I think that was he came from the Max Scherzer trade. Max Scherzer was in the trade with Josiah Gray, and that was a really good trade. I think it's going to really pay off for the Washington Nationals in the future. I know Scherzer, obviously, Nationals aren't happy to leave him, but you know, they're going into a rebuild, so that's going to be a good move for the Nationals in the future. Hold on to Josiah Gray because he has been slept on, and he had a phenomenal performance. This guy can hit the ball well, and he can throw some serious heat. So he may not be the greatest pitcher, he may not be the greatest batter, but he's got an even balance, and he's going to keep working on that as his year progress. So hang on to that guy. He's very good. Anyways, I'm not here to harp on Charlie Montoya. I'm here to harp on Brad Hand, and I've already done enough of that. The Athletics actually won today. They played an afternoon game, so they beat the White Sox. So the White Sox will win the series, but the Athletics would steal one back, so the Jays are not going to like the hearings of that one. The Angels have beaten the Detroit Tigers, so the Tigers, they're not going to be a really good team against us. I hope we sweep them, but you know, who says we can? But I would watch the Angels. I'd watch the Angels, everyone, because they're coming back. They're making a comeback. Let's look at the standings here for the wild card, and it's pretty tight. It's pretty tight. The Angels have made a comeback. They are 7.5 games back now. I did not include them in the wild card spot because they were too far back, but Shohei Ohtani and the rest of the team has pulled it together, and they're now 7.5 back. The Jays are 4.5 back, which is not great. That's where they've been pretty much all season, 4.5 back. And then they've jumped around and come back, and they haven't been 5.5 back for about a month and a half now. So yeah, that wouldn't be good news if the Jays go 5.5 back. That would pretty much take them out of a spot. Seattle 3.5 back. If they win today, they're tied with Texas 7-7 at the time of this video. Most likely Seattle's going to sweep Texas. But anyways, Seattle will go 2.5 back. If Boston loses, I don't think Boston plays today. And no, they do not. So they would go 3 games back of Boston. And Oakland winning today, which means they will stay right behind the Yankees' tail. It's going to be interesting. I think the Yankees are going to lock up a spot. It's whether Oakland or the Boston Red Sox can fight it off against each other. And I think that series between the Jays and Oakland is probably going to be the biggest series of the year. Like, I'm serious. The Oakland Athletics have really struggled recently. The Blue Jays have really struggled recently. The Athletics are just kind of holding on right now to a spot they've had for a very long time. And now they're kind of losing it. And the Red Sox, they just got swept by the Yankees. I mean, they're not going to want to... They are going to have to come back and absolutely destroy every team in their way. So it's going to be very interesting how it pans out. You know, the Blue Jays are still in it, everyone. Don't count out the Jays. And by the way, for anyone who thinks that the Blue Jays are out, the Jays are 63-56. The Toronto Blue Jays, back at this time of this year with 119 games played, they were 65-54. So literally very close to what they are now. They were 65-54. It's not out of our hand. Now, I will agree, the divisions were a little bit different. It was not this type of a wild card race. You know, the American League's gotten a lot better over the years. But I still think the Blue Jays are in this chase. They're still in it. Just to wrap it up, the Blue Jays will have a 3-game series against the Detroit Tigers starting tomorrow night at 7:07 p.m. August 20th. You don't want to miss it. Robbie Ray's on the mound, 9-5 on the season with a 2.88 ERA. And Tyler Alexander, who is 2-2 on the season for the Tigers, has a 4.57 ERA. Never make a mistake with these guys that have these high ERAs and these low win columns. relatively new pitchers, it's kind of hard to identify new pitchers. Example, Josiah Gray yesterday, he only had 1 loss and got no decision. So, you know, he did a really good job yesterday in surprising the Blue Jays. The Jays can't underestimate that. And one man in particular, Vladdy, I know I pinned on you last game for not getting a home run. You homered. You did. You got robbed. You got robbed of the line. I think that one was going over. In just my opinion, that was a absolute robbery. Great catch by the left fielder. I couldn't tell you his name, but great catch by the left fielder. Robbie, you're going to do a good job. Guerrero Jr., just play your game, man. Just play your game. Let's just go out there and play our game, boys. We make the playoffs, good. We don't, well, we got some things to work on in the offseason, don't we? But we got a chance and we got to take it. There's a couple series we got to win. There's a couple series we may lose, but we got to make them tight. It's go time, boys. This is time. This is time. 40 games left in the season. It's time to go. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have to say for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more of these videos, and please make sure to turn your post notifications to get notified when these videos do come out. One more thing, please make sure to share this video with your friends and family. It helps me out a lot, guys, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, guys.